What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dad's Expensive Hobby.
What's up?
Today we are taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Superman and Krypto, the Deluxe Theatrical Edition. I picked this up at Best Buy. Yet again, found another one at Best Buy last night and thought I'd bring it home and do a video on it. It looks kind of cool. It's a little pricey for a McFarlane, so hopefully they came through with some goodies on it, because it was like 35, 36 bucks, 37, something like that. But it does look like it has some accessories, which is uncommon for a McFarlane Toys. But here's the box real quick. Nice window package on the front there. I like that a lot. And I hate when they do this, just some kind of like cartoonish, artist rendering of what's going on here. I wish they would give us some product images, but whatever. Anyways, that's enough about this box. Let's get him out of the box and take a closer look at him. Okay, finally got the last son of Krypton out of the package, and he's basically, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, just like the other Superman and the battle damaged Superman, but we'll go through the motions anyway. Let's see how tall he is real quick. He is about 7 to 7.25 inches, which would make him 18 centimeters. I'm pretty sure he's exactly the same height as the other ones. Let's look at his aesthetic. He's nice and bright looking, obviously. If you've seen the other Superman videos of anybody, I've done the battle damaged. I didn't do the non-battle damaged one. The only real difference is he has got this cloth cape right here, and it actually looks pretty good. It's got a wire on the outside. I like the material. It's nice and flowy. The S on the back looks pretty good. I don't have a problem with it. I like how it kind of comes, how it's attached to his shoulders and neck, so it looks pretty good. But yeah, he is just like those other Superman figures that have been released. He doesn't look inherently terrible. Where there is paint, it's done pretty good, like on the symbol and on the belt right here. Everywhere else is just a colored plastic, and it looks pretty good. Nice texture in the suit. Let's look at his his accessories, because that is what everybody was excited about for this figure. He does come with 4 different face plates for this head sculpt right here, but I'm going to save them for last because they take a minute to mess around with. But he comes with 4 hands, excuse me. Comes with a fist hand right here, a grabby hand right here that looks good enough, and he comes with 2 of these like knife hands for when he's flying, and they look good enough as well. Whoop, I'm just going to lay him down. You know what? I ain't even fooling with it. It was a disappointment he did not come with a flight stand. I mean, it's a Superman, again, that doesn't come with a flight stand, and this is an expensive Superman, and they couldn't throw in a flight stand. Just this little stand right here that you can peg his foot into for him to stand. Poorly played, McFarlane, poorly played. And of course, we get this little card that says Deluxe Theatrical Edition on it. Oh my gosh. And it says some stuff there on the back if you want to pause it and read it, but I could care less about that card. He does come with Krypto here. Now, Krypto is static. He does not move or articulate in any way whatsoever.
Fuck.
But he is not bad as far as like the way he's done. He's done pretty good. He's got a little cloth cape too right there. That's pretty cute. His face is done well, little shading there on the inside of the ear. The eyes are done well, and there's a little shading around his little snout right there, and I think that looks pretty good. The paint for the the strap part that connects the cape to his neck is pretty good, and the little Superman emblem right there is done well. Now the paint for his fur. At first glance, I didn't think there was any paint or shading on it, but there is, if the camera's showing you, some shading, like some half-assed dry brush work right through here along the outside of the legs, the ribs, and on the leg right there on this side and on this side. So that's not bad. None on the tail, unfortunately. And unfortunately, they didn't do a little bit more of a detailed job. I would have liked to have seen the paint job on the thing that is literally covered in paint a little bit better. It's good, don't get me wrong, but does this necessarily constitute a $15 more expensive figure? Probably not. But Krypto doesn't look bad. Please don't take it like I'm just sitting and doing nothing but complaining. But he could have been done better. Now, back to the man of the hour, Superman himself. Let's look at these faceplates really quick. This is the one that comes on him in the package, okay? He has got arguably two other faceplates that look exactly like this one, but I've found a subtle difference in at least one of them. There is one of the other faceplates. They look frickin' identical, except if you look at the one on the left, if you look at the eyebrows, like the furring, like the wrinkles in between the eyebrows, that is the only difference between these two. Everything else, that and just because the eyes are just painted just slightly different. But if you look at this other one here that looks exactly like them, I truthfully cannot find a difference in these. I just can't. I don't know why they gave us basically three of the exact same face sculpt. Couldn't get a smile or a snarl or anything.
You get nothing.
That's poorly played and a little bit disappointing. And of course, he gets this one right here where his like heat vision is heating up. And I'm going to show you how to change them out real quick. You got to bear with me because it takes a minute to get these damn things off of here. But I will do it real quick for you. You just kind of got to find the crease here and pry it off as best you can. It takes a second. And that looks creepy as shit. But anyway, so that's the faceplate off. And his little spit curl gets in the way when you're trying to put one on, by the way. So I'm going to put this on there just so everybody can kind of see what he looks like with it on his face. Popped it on like that. Let's pop the head back on. Sometime today, Dad. There you go. And there you go. That's kind of how he looks with that on. Doesn't look too terrible, I think anyway. I think that's pretty good. But it also looks like he might have gotten pepper sprayed or something. They kind of went a little overboard with the redness. They could have maybe blended that in a little bit better. It looks like he got hit with some bear mace or something. But either way, it looks pretty good. Bear with me while I swap them back out. Whoops, don't put it on upside down. All right. There we go. All right, he's back. Let's stand him next to one of the other Superman figures, the battle damaged one. And like I said, they're the exact same figure, just this one has tons of, like, looks like he's been working on a car kind of paint all over him. And he has the sculpted cape, which I like this sculpted cape pretty well. The texture stuff looks pretty good. But this soft goods cape with the wire is pretty nice as well. So it's whichever one you like, as far as if you like a sculpted cape or a cloth one. And yes, this is the same face. And no, you can't peel the face off this one. I tried. You can't do it.
You're a piece of shit.
Anyways, let's look at his articulation really quick. This one's head will look down just a little bit, and it'll look up not so much. But you can nuance it all around, and that's because he is on a double ball peg. I like that. It's not exactly executed real well, but it is there. Shoulders will break off if you... I just broke his arm. Well, I didn't break it, but it just popped his arm off. Arms will come up to about 90. That's not that awesome. Full 360 with the shoulder. He's got what they attempted to do a butterfly with, just like you saw with the battle damage one. If you haven't checked out my video for that, check it out. So they don't come across him or anything, but it'll move around. He's got a bicep swivel, as you saw, that it will disconnect if you yank on it too hard. Pinned double jointed elbow, doesn't look the best, but it's got plenty of range, and the wrist is on a ball hinge. Diaphragm break right here. Here's neutral. Going forward, non-existent, not whatsoever. So that kind of sucks. Leaning back, he will lean back just ever so slightly on it. You get plenty of twist and stuff and lean. That's because there's a double ball peg in there. So it leans and moves around okay on that. There's a ball peg down here in the waist that you get zero twist. You just get a little bit of wiggle and move around to kind of add some nuance, but it's not real good. Most of your posing is going to come from this diaphragm break here. Can do a full-on split with no problem, just like the other one, so I like that. I like that hip system. Fairly decent for at least going out to the side. Kicking out to the front. Not fantastic, but not horrific. He is Superman. You'd think he'd be a little more agile than that. He's got some super booty, but the diaper is soft, so it'll kick back a little. No thigh swivel, just like the other one, and that kind of sucks. It's got a pinned double jointed knee Lots of range, well, pretty good range. Proportions are good. I have a problem though. When you bend these, the joint right here starts to cut into the back of the material for the thigh. If you can see that right there, when I open that up, do you see that?
Fuck.
That's from bending that. That's not good. They should have gave us a little more room to move that around, because that back of that knee joint right there will dig and cut into that. That kind of sucks. No shin swivel, just like the other one. Ankle is on a hinge, like a ball hinge-ish type of deal, and it'll go all the way down, all the way up. It'll give you a little bit of rocker, decent amount. Peg holes in the boot. And he does have a toe hinge that, again, looks like he's wearing shoes from Aladdin. And that's really about it for his articulation. Same as the other one. Not great, but not, not the worst we've ever seen either. The accessories are pretty much what's going to sell this figure. My final thoughts on the deluxe theatrical edition of Superman and Krypto. It's okay. It's an expensive McFarlane that basically gave us 3 of the same face sculpt, an unarticulated Krypto, and not a lot of paint. No flight stand, and the figure itself doesn't move real well, so it's not going to pose super well, but I mean, anybody who owns McFarlane's knows that. I'm going to give this a C. He's a flat C, just because he's expensive. He comes with some stuff that on paper sounds really good, but it's really not all that awesome. He's a C. He's middle of the road. If you're dying for this figure, go ahead and buy it. I'm not going to recommend against it, but I'm not going to tell you to rush out and buy it either. But anyways, that's all I've got for Superman and Krypto here. If you haven't subscribed, pause the video, scroll down, subscribe, like, share, all that good shit. And with all that said, this has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.